Retromaniacs, what's happening? It's Retro Collectibles here. I had to go for a little cruise today. If you remember a few videos back, I got the silver screen 118 General Lee car. Everything was perfect. Problem was when I picked it up, the seller had forgot the CB antenna. I said, yo, where's the antenna, dude? It had the antenna in the picture of this ad, so I knew that he did in fact have the antenna. I just had to hope it wasn't lost. The guy made a comment. He said, oh, I didn't run the vacuum cleaner lately, haha. And I was like, ooh, I hope it's not lost, because I looked on eBay and the CB antenna for that is impossible to get, and it's one of the coolest features of it. And also, nobody makes like reproduction ones. There's one guy on eBay that makes like a CB antenna for a 118 die-cast charger, or not even die-cast, a plastic model charger. It would look better than nothing, but it looks different than the original. Thankfully, after messaging back and forth a few different weekends, he initially said he works in Hamilton, he'll get it to me within a week. It didn't work out. He didn't end up coming back. A month later, I message him on Kijiji, see that I can no longer message him because the ad is sold, I guess. So I had to email him and said, hey man, I couldn't message you on Kijiji anymore. Here's my phone number. You know, he emailed me back, said, okay, I might be coming this weekend. I said, okay, if you don't come this weekend, not a big deal, but I think what I would like to do is I will send you some funds for shipping. Because I wanted the CB antenna for the General. Like, I've been waiting so long for it. I just want to see it on the back of it. So he said, yeah, no problem. If I can't make it this weekend, I'll ship it to you. Well, I didn't hear from him this weekend, so I thought it wasn't going to happen. Today I had a visit with my daughter. We're out, you know, having a daddy-daughter day with my wife. We're all enjoying it. It's Sunday. I get a text message all of a sudden. I'm on my way to Hamilton. I'll be there in an hour. I have the CB antenna. What? Normally I don't like short notice, but for something like that I was pretty happy. But anyway, it's been a long quest, but I finally got her in my hands. So we'll go home and have a look, see finally how it looks with its CB antenna on her. He suggested crazy gluing it on it, but I don't think it's meant to be crazy glued, because when these came in the Auto World box, not only did they have the decal over the top of the flag covering it, but the antenna was not on the car in the box. They didn't put it on for safe transport, I'm guessing. So I'm not going to glue the antenna on in case I have to move it again. I'm just going to keep it the way it was meant to be. But we'll get home and see how the General looks with its antenna, guys, with its whip. I cannot wait. Finally home, guys. Now put yourself in my shoes. I got myself my dream General Lee, and the day I go to pick it up, the seller had forgot the CB antenna, which is a very important aesthetic of this car. He mentioned crazy glue, and I said it's not meant to be glued on, because when it came in the box, it wasn't on in the box. It's meant to be taken out for transport. I believe it just clips in. Let's see here if I could line it up. Aha, better to leave it to somebody that knows what they're doing. Bo got it. So as you can see, it took a sweet car, made it even sweeter. Now, you can't buy those on Amazon or eBay or anything. Like, if you lose it, it breaks, you're screwed. There is a remanufactured one on eBay, but it doesn't look anywhere near like this one does, and that would bother me. It's got to look correct. But they did it right. If you notice, you could even open up the trunk, and it doesn't affect anything. That looks amazing. There you have it. Get it straight for you guys. Line it up. There we go. Isn't that nice? So there we go. I've been waiting a month to put that on. I had the best General Lee I could get, but it was missing one major thing that I needed. That right there. But it is here safely. And that's it. Just a little short video to show you guys. I was just as excited getting that as I was getting the car. Got some good stuff coming up. Some good diecast shows coming up. Hunting videos this week. I think tomorrow, since it's my day off, we'll take this out for a little rip. Well, not this in the video. I'll show you. This right here. I think if weather permits, we're going to take out my old vintage black Phantom. I had one of these when I was a kid. 4-wheel drive, 2 motors. It flies. I beat a Golden Arrow when I was a kid, but it had bald tires on it. So any viewers in my area that has a Golden Arrow from Radio Shack that's not modified at all, totally stock, let's race. Let's hook up. Let's race. We'll do a video. I want to see if this will beat a Golden Arrow out. I believe it will, but I want to see for myself. Let's do it. So if you live in my area in Hamilton, Ontario, let's have a race. But I think we'll take this out on a full battery pack. And if we get bored of this, doing laps, once the battery dies off or gets weak, we'll pull out the wife's 4x4 off-roader. I got her this when I got my yellow 4x4 off-roader. This is actually a little bit bigger than my off-roader actually, but I've never taken this for a good rock crawl, just tested it around the house to see how it worked. So I think we'll test this out in some rocks tomorrow, see how it does. See if it's as durable and as tough as the OG, the Radio Shack Tandy 4x4 off-roader. This came a little bit after, it's a little bit bigger, so we'll see the job that it does. See how it goes through the rocks, see if it's geared low like the other one, it can crawl over anything. And then I think the following week I'll break out the vintage FX10, a very rare hobby grade radio control car from the 80s. It's got all the vintage electronics in it. And I've got a vintage racing motor in it. Thing flies. It's crazy. So I think that's what we'll do in tomorrow's video, guys. I'll show you some more toy grade footage since everybody seemed to like them crawling through the rocks. And then I'll do my hobby grade later in the week in the big back parking lot at my work where we got lots of space. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Smash the like button. You've all been great for it. It keeps me motivated to keep the good videos coming. And as usual, you know what I'm going to say. Happy hunting, guys.